So, with Destiny 2 released on the PC on the 24th of October, there was a bit of an uproar to do with streaming software and overlays and a random amounts of bans that got handed out to about 400 people-ish there or thereabouts. Initially, a lot of people thought, oh, we're using overlays and streaming software or whatever, as well as certain performance tools, and people are getting banned for that. The reason people thought that was back in the beta in August, and especially in the console beta before then, it came out the fact that they were, in a way to combat certain hackers, they were basically brute force stopping any program at all from accessing the game in any way, shape, or form. That's been accessing the game files, game code, you name it. I don't know fully how it works, but I don't know fully how it works, but that's what they're doing. And certain streaming software does latch on to the game in order to record it. However, when the actual Destiny 2 game launched, a lot of people were just banned outright. They bought the game, launched it up, and were just banned. A lot of people seemed to be, just banned for it. And there was a lot of confusion. A lot of people thought they were getting banned for using the streaming software, because a lot of that went up on Reddit. Then things started to get a little bit more clearer. This was the official thing that was put out by Bungie themselves, by saying that we've seen a lot of questions about bans being issued on the PC version of Destiny 2. To provide some information, we would like to suggest some facts. The following is true. Destiny 2 cannot automatically ban you, only Bungie can ban a player after a manual investigation. So basically, Destiny 2 as a game its systems can't automatically ban a player. The actual dev team, the actual development team has to be like, okay, has this person broken any rules? And if that's the case, they can then be banned. They banned approximately 400 players on PC. Fair enough. Bans were applied to players who were using tools that pose a threat to the shared ecosystem of the game. So that is hacking tools that give them unfair advantages, that attempt to mess with the game's systems in some way, to just try and just mess with the system. They did not and will not issue any bans for the use of overlays performance tools. That includes Discord, XSplit, OBS, RTSS, etc. So, that includes any, non-invasive tool, or no tool that is simply, any tool that you would use as a PC player to kind of just monitor frame rates, things like that. Although they will be blocked. Information on the third-party applications will be found here, so that will just take you to an actual article which will tell you absolutely everything that you can and can't do. We are overturning 4 of the bans that were issued during the PC beta. That's the important part. And again, an update below, because as a part of our review process, we have identified a group of players who were banned in error. Those players have been unbanned. The bans were not related to the third-party application listed above. We will continue to review the process and use to ensure a fun and fair game. That's fair enough. That's them saying that there was some issue, and that's fine. There was an issue. Those bans have been lifted. I don't know what those issues were. However, the biggest piece of information is the fact that they were overturning 4 bans issued during the PC beta. That's the important part that you need to latch onto. Is what's likely happened is people have tried to do some weird shit during the PC beta, have been banned either during the PC beta or just after the PC beta was over. They got their bans were instated. And then they've gone and bought the full game, they have tried to play it, and they found out they were banned after not realising beforehand. And, well, I have some mixed feelings on that, while part of me is like, well, you should have told them they were banned, and so then they didn't go spending their money on it. The other part of me is like, well, they shouldn't have cheated in the first place, you know what I mean? Either way, the end result would have still been the same. Because if they were going to cheat in the PC beta and they're not banned for it, they would. Chances are they'll try and cheat in the full game in some way. That's fine. The big thing that people need to start to understand is they are not trying to ban anyone for using certain tools. They are just blocking them from being used. That doesn't mean you can't live stream and you can't record using things like OBS. You can use screen capture or window capture or monitor capture. You just can't use anything that hooks into the game in any way, which is fine. I think that's it completely resolved, although I'm not too sure. There's still some people pretty mad about it, and, you know, that's fine. I hope it gets sorted out, because there was a lot of misinformation being thrown around, and it's still not 100% clear right now exactly what's going on, and that's pretty terrible. You know, not just for the developers, but then for the players themselves, who kind of may be turned off thinking, oh, I'm going to get banned for no reason, and that's not good. You know what I mean? You don't want people thinking they can't play the game, and they should be, you know, when they want to, and they should be able to. There should be nothing stopping them. But yeah, that's everything. Right now, I'm gonna go do a little bit of university work, and then once I've done some work for uni, I will probably, I want to go and probably try for the rest of the night trying to get the Platinum for Horizon Zero Dawn. So, which means I'll be live later on tonight, and that's going to be quite fun. I also need to finish writing that blooming blog article, blog post piece thing, because, you know, that would be nice to get that finished. I've been hacking away bit by bit. It's not even the longest thing in the world, I just don't have a lot of spare time between doing this, having a life, doing uni work, you know, and sleeping. So, yeah. But no, I hope that clears up what's going on with the ban policy on Destiny 2. I hope that if you didn't get banned during the PC beta, or you didn't do anything weird during the PC beta, or if you didn't play the PC beta, that you go try the game out. I don't know whether there's a returns policy on Battle.net. I think there might be. I don't know though, but because I've not really used Battle.net to return any games really. I've used it, obviously I've got Diablo 3 and other games, but I've never actually had to return a game. But yeah, it's worth a try, or at least look it up. Find some unbiased source, somebody who hasn't played a lot of Destiny 1, isn't kind of like a Destiny-centric person. Try and find a few different sources, see what they think. But it's worth a try. It's worth it. I think it's worth a go. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, either way. I hope that clears things up for you, because it cleared things up for me. I hope there's nothing else to do with this, because it would be nice. Just let the game fester a little bit. Well, not fester, that's a rather negative word. You know what I mean? Just let the game sit for a while, let people enjoy it, with all this fucking controversy, and non-controversy, I guess. Anyway, thanks for listening.